Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. This is Joseph on the New Age Mystic Podcast. Today's episode is on the sacred flow, the surrendering to divine guidance, the call of the divine, right? As we all know. So, welcome, my beautiful peoples, to this sacred moment in time. You're not here by chance. There are no such thing as coincidences. There are whispers of something greater moving through your life, calling you home to a deeper understanding of yourself, your path, and the unseen forces guiding you. Now, have you ever felt the quiet pull of something beyond your own logic? You know, a knowing, a sign, a dream that seemed too precise to be a coincidence, right? Because there's no such thing as coincidences. So, tonight we're going to go ahead and embark on this new journey. I'm going to take you guys along. You know, it's a pretty great mystery, you know. I like to stay mysterious myself, you know. Has a lot to do with, I don't know, the art of surrender. What we're going to do is that we're going to unravel, right, the sacred balance between free will and the divine orchestration. So what you're going to do is that you're going to learn how to soften into your trust, right? You're going to attune more into your spirit to the signals of the universe around you, right? So, and what you're going to do is that you're going to allow the cosmic flow to carry you toward your highest destiny, if that makes sense, right? So, what I want you to do right now is go ahead and close your eyes for the moment. Take a deep breath, right? And what I want you to do is now feel the presence of something great. Whether it is God, it is Source, whether it is the divine intelligence that weaves through all things in life, just know that is unconditional love. Now, let's begin. The first part is basically the illusion of control and the sacred dance, right? So, life is not a battle to be won, but it's a dance with the unseen, you know? Because you're not in charge of who wins and who loses. That's up to the divine. You know, since the dawn of time, right? We humans have grasped for control constantly, you know, believing that our intellect or force of will is what shapes our reality. You know, but in all reality, this is just my opinion. What if I told you that your struggles arise not from a lack of effort, but from the resistance, right? But from the resistance to the natural rhythm of the universe. So the river does not fight to flow downstream, right? The stars do not question their place in the sky. And yet we, made of the same divine fabric, you know, cling to certainty, fearing the unknown. You don't know what's out there, so you cling to it. But just consider this, that every moment of resistance is a thread of tapestry, of your fate tangled by your own hand. Every moment of surrender is a letting go. It's a weaving into something far greater than what you can imagine. You know, have you ever felt like you were, I don't know, forcing something? Pushing against a closed door, perhaps? I mean, only to realize that something better, you know, something greater was just waiting beyond. You know, and all you had to simply do was just let go. You know, you can't go in that door anymore, it's closed. You know, if anything, God's going to close it for you. Because this is the divine in action. You know, and the truth of it is that the more we cling, right, the more we suffer, the more we trust, the more we flow. All right, everybody, check it out. This is part 2. This is the sacred art of surrender. So surrender is not about giving up, right? It is about opening up. It is the wisdom of the mystics, the truth of the sages, right? The great spiritual teachers all spoke of this sacred trust, right? All of them. From all textures, from all religions, so it all correlates. So Jesus said, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. You know what I mean? So just keep in mind that even the Taoists spoke of Wu Wei, right? It is effortless action. You know what I mean? So it's moving with the current of life rather than against it. So you're putting your sword down, surrender and flow. So the Sufi poets, right, you know, whisper that love is a dissolving, a melting into the divine. You know, but how do we surrender when the mind craves constant control of everything? You know what I mean? Like, it's that Coke time. The path is surrender, right? So recognize the illusion and ask yourself, what am I trying to force? Where am I resisting the natural unfolding that's in front of me or around me? You know what I mean? So the best thing you need to do is simply just offer it up. You know, close your eyes, place your heart on your chest, and just whisper, I release this to the divine, guide me. And then you move with faith. So you take that inspired action, but you detach from the outcome. So it's like a bird soaring with the wind, right? And not against it. You know what I mean? So it's your silence and your stillness, right? So the universe is going to speak in whispers, you know? So create a space in your life, right? That's safe, that's secure, that's stable for you to listen, you know? And then surrender is a love affair with the divine. Hey, check it out, guys. Part 3. This is your signs, synchronicities, and the language of the universe. Check. So, the universe is always speaking to you. Or are you even listening? Or like every day the cosmic forces around you, you know, constantly send signals. Right? And those signals we see every day. The repeated numbers, the signs, the synchronicities, the 111, 222, 53, 88, all that stuff. So it's simply just whispering messages of spiritual alignment or universal alignment, if that makes sense. Now, it could be as simple as a song that plays just as you think of someone, right? Like clairaudience, or some spiritually gifted people, right? You know, it's confirming an unseen connection. Or even a stranger could speak a question aloud that you might not even spoken aloud before, and it confirms it for you. You know, and then there's going to be doors that are closing. I mean, it's not as rejection, but it's as your divine redirection, right? Because it's projecting you forward, right? Because this is not the randomness. You know, it is a language. You know, it's the universe. It communicates in signs, communicates in patterns, in energy, because that's what we are made of, bro. How to become receptive to divine guidance. So open your awareness, right? Live as though everything is a message, because it is. Like, ask and receive. Speak to the divine. Show me a sign. Then watch the magic happen. But you have to believe it. You have to want it. But you have to believe it. So follow that energy, right? So if something feels forced, you let it go. You let it go. So if it flows, you lean in. You lean in. You feel me? So the divines, they're not gonna shout at you. It's gonna whisper at you. It's gonna move subtly. It like the wind rustling through the leaves, or like the ripples in a pond or a stream. It's elegant, it's beautiful, it's quiet, it's still. But you have to pay attention. You have to be receptive. It's like, what is the universe trying to tell you? Ask yourself that. All right, check it out, guys. So this is part 4. So this is the cosmic alignment, right? This is living in the divine flow, if that makes sense. So when you align with the divine, life no longer feels like a battle. It becomes more of a symphony, if that makes sense. So, what you're going to notice is the right people effortlessly coming into your life, right? So solutions are going to simply just appear when you stop grasping for them. You stop obsessing over them. You let it go. So you feel more guided. You protect your health. This isn't magic. This is simply just the natural law of the world. So how to align with the divine flow, right? So like I mentioned, your daily rituals of your connections, right? So your prayers, your meditations, your journaling, bro. Gratitude is the portal. Gratitude's gonna shift your frequency to receptivity, bro. Like, surrender and act. You move with intention, not fear. You trust in divine timing, bro. The seed does not rush to become a tree, bro. Trust the unfolding. You know what I mean? Your life is not random. It's not. So, it's a constant cosmic weaving, a sacred unfolding. It's ever-changing. Confirmation. The more you believe, the more that you're just going to see it. And the more you surrender, the more you will be carried by the hands of God and the universe. Closing transmission. The final whisper. So close your eyes, breathe. Feel the presence of the unseen, the gentle embrace of something ancient and wise, moving through you, around you. You are exactly where you need to be. You are guided. You are held. You are loved beyond comprehension. Whisper to yourself, I trust. I surrender. I am open to the divine flow. Now you go forth, not in struggle, but in faith, not in fear, but in knowing that the universe is constantly conspiring in your favor. God is guiding you, your every single step. So all you gotta do is listen. So share this with a fellow seeker who needs to see this message. You know, keep that journal of synchronicities. You know, for the week that you go through, your efforts, your accomplishments, not your results, your efforts. And just observe how the divine speaks to you. If this episode resonated with you, please subscribe and join our next New Age Mystic Podcast episode. Alrighty, my beautiful peoples, may you walk in trust and surrender and in the radiant embrace of the divine. I love each and every single one of you. I hope you succeed.